Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Carr steps away. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Carr. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our score as the kicks away. Sheds off the tackle. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, it's 9-0. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 40 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
where's he going?
Motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Second down, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give him the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Saints 9. Jake Green to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right back to Swift again on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 63 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Gainwell. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Saints first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this time, Carl throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Almost at 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, it's Kamara. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Not
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. In good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift, taken down at the 47-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Pushing his way through. Still going. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Swift. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth, and the Saints will have the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carr now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
What down?
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Kamara up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Throwing his car. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. On the return, Boston Scott. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back Get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Back to the running game with Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Third and 19. Now a toss for Swift left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
What can Carr do now with his drive? Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
No!
Defense gets a pick-6 TD. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.